emerge, the spark lighted up.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us on Emerge again. Today, I'm joined by my co-host Himanshu.
Hello, my name is Himanshu. I'm on my final year of Electronics and Electrical Engineering. I'm an international student from India, and hopefully you enjoyed this episode.
And also, we have the pleasure to have our guest speaker, MATARI, which started a business called BELLUMAIRE, which is an e-commerce business in menswear. I'll just let you introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Abdelaziz Al-Matari. I'm from Saudi. On my third year of uni here in the UK, studying finance. Started BELLUMAIRE around 18 months ago, June 2024. Basically just because I was like interested in men's clothing, mainly like classic wear, and I was like, what would be something I don't mind doing and successfully for 10 years? I was like, okay, I don't mind starting a clothing brand for classic wear, which is what I'm interested in.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So before starting the BELLUMAIRE, did you start any other business?
Yeah, many, actually.
Oh. That's the story of a founder, to be honest. I think many founders have started many businesses before they found their niche.
Yeah. Well, do you want to go deep or...
Let's go
willing
deep.
to share, yeah.
So May 2023 was like when I was really like... January 2023 was like I was interested in business. But like before that, I was starting these sort of side hustles that I had sort of like a goal to become a business, but they were like more focused on the craft. So sort of like I was making video games. I wanted to be like make a video game company, but I didn't focus on like the selling or marketing. I was just like making video games, and none of them were successful. They were just like okay, but like by January 2023, I was like I really need to get into business. And mainly because I was like, during that time I was a esports player. And I was playing Valorant. I was playing it for 3 years. I started like I don't know if you guys play video games, but I started at Iron 1, like the worst level, and I became like sort of like top 5,000 in the Europe, Middle East.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I had like a team, we were playing professionally. It wasn't like a signed team, but we were playing against like signed teams and we were doing pretty good. But then I was like, by 29, I'm gonna have to retire, and I don't want to be like a coach or anything. So I was like, I want a career that lasts me until 90. Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I was like, it gotta be business. So by May 2023, I was like, I'm gonna have to step from video games. But also, I want to have my own team one day, but that's another story. Maybe
Well,
later.
you can have your own team in your own business, so...
Yeah.
So you never felt like going through the classical route of applying for jobs and study your degree, apply to jobs and get into an industry?
From the age of 12, I wanted to be a football player, and that was like my first ever goal. That was like sort of like became like an identity thing to me. And then it took me 3 years. I was playing good. I was never talented at anything. So football took me, like everything takes me time to become good at. Took me 3 years of football. I became really good. But then my dad said no. I was fat. I lost a lot of weight, but then I gained after he said no. It was just like one no. But after that, I was like, okay, I want to be the next Elon Musk. That was like before, like the Elon Musk of Saudi. That was like before Elon was famous. He had like the book. There was a book about him. I forgot the author, but there was one that came 2 years ago. But there was another one that came like around 7-10 years ago. I read that one and I became like sort of like a fan of him. I wanted to start like many different projects. And also read in his story, like he had to make a decision between making video games or like going to Mars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I will go the other. I had sort of like make a hard decision. At around 15, I was like, should I go video games or should I go invent new things? And I was coding at that time, but I was never good at coding. I was like, okay, let me get into video games. So I was like playing. I was started with like random video games. Started with Fortnite. Played for 2 years. Started with playing against pros, but I wasn't really good at it. But I sort of ranked up to a nice level. But then I got into Valorant at 2020, and that was, as I said, like I was really terrible at it. Like my friends introduced me to it. All of them, that was like during quarantine. Like we were during class, we were playing, and all of them, they were better than me, and I was really frustrated. And like one guy was gold and one guy was immortal. I don't know. I was like, how are you guys this good? I was really terrible, like trash at the game. But then I was playing for 3 years straight, like 20 hours a day. I would wake up, play until I sleep. Like that was my day. And in 3 years, I just became really, really good. Like we were playing professionally against professional Saudi teams. I even like, it got to the point where we had a really good team that was like playing really good. We had good chemistry. But we had a tournament that was during my uni exams. That was like 3 years ago. And it was like a Saudi tournament. And I couldn't study because I was playing, and I couldn't focus really on strategy because, I don't know, I wasn't focused. So I failed the exams, and I failed my team the tournament. So they kicked me out, the team I made, and they got signed like maybe 2 months after. That team was like, sort of like, they were like brothers to me. Like we spent all day together, and I felt really bad after like they kicked me, but I was like, all right. But I failed uni, so I had to go so like in Saudi, first year is like you study general subjects, and based on your degree, you get into like what major you get in. It's like if you get a high degree, you could choose any major. If you get a really bad degree, for example, you can't get into medicine. So because my degree was terrible, I had to go into astronomy. So 2 months in the new year, I got a scholarship here. During that time, I was still playing, but I came here. I didn't have a PC, so there was Sports Direct. They have like a game where I used to go play there, stream as well, but it wasn't like as consistent because I had classes as well. And I was during like since I came here, I was like was interested in business. I was doing content stuff. I was doing social media, and I was like, I wasn't really into it. It was just like something of interest. But by May, and during my esports years, the 3 years before, like my dad was really sort of like pissed at me because he didn't. Like in Saudi, it's more of like school is everything. And you have to go to school, get a good job, be an engineer or like a doctor.
Yeah.
That's and so I didn't want to go that path. And esports was sort of like out of the field, like, what is that? You're wasting your time. So we had to fight a lot, but he kept saying to me, like, you had to quit so many times. And because I remember, like, during football years, he told me to quit, and I quit. And I didn't, like, I regret quitting football, to be honest. But I was like, I'm never going to quit until, like, it's, like, my decision. And then I was like, okay. During May 2023, I was like, well, you could probably do this for 7 years. You're going to be retired by 29. What are you going to do, be a coach or something? I was like, I'd rather, like, if you get into business in 8 years, you could probably be somewhere really far. You could own a team, like an esports team, buy one. But, so that seemed like a better route for me, and it was like a really hard decision to make. But then I was like, okay, we go into business. So during May 2023, I was like, okay, we're doing content now. So I was going around Sheffield. I was going to businesses. I was like, yo, hi, I run sort of like a social media agency. How about you do your content? So there was a coffee shop called Fraser's.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a coffee shop 2 years ago. It was sort of like just a roastery, and they were selling online. I saw them they were doing like a pop-up in the city center. And he sort of gave me a flyer. I tried their coffee. The guy is really like into coffee. Like he goes to the farms in like Africa, South America by himself and gets the coffee.
Okay.
Like his coffee is really good. So he gave me sort of a flyer, and it has like their social media, and they weren't posting there. So I was like, oh, this is my first opportunity to go talk to someone. So the next day, I went to their location. I was like, hi, how are you? And I was like really shy and everything. But he was like, hi, how's it going? And then I was like, I could like manage your social media, guys, and there's a big opportunity you could grow. And since like his business was online, he was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So he gave me his TikTok. He didn't have a TikTok. So he saw a TikTok account, gave me access to it, and I started sort of posting there. The account is still live, to be honest. Like the posts I was doing, they weren't good. So around 2 months in, he was like, I went to him. I wasn't getting paid or anything. So I was like, yo, hi, can I want money. Like, I want to get paid for doing this. He was like, but having, like, he didn't get a sale. Like, the account had less than 100 followers.
Okay.
And he was like, well, we didn't get any sales from TikTok. I was like, it should take at least 6 months for you to see any results. He was like, sure, but I can't pay you right now. So I was like, all right. And I think we sort of like stopped. So after that, I was like, I don't know, I think I went to a different field. Because I started sort of, it was like, I think AI was just becoming something. Like ChatGPT, everything like AI. So I was like, okay, let's hop into this trend. And I started this, so there was like this chatbot thing where you could make the website. You could like train it, so like if the customer goes into your website, they could ask questions and it answers them based on each company. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start doing these type of things with law firms. So that was probably like end of like 2023, like August, September during that time. So basically what I was doing is just calling law firms and telling them, hi, I have a service to make chatbots for you that would help potential clients have a smoother experience, sort of thing. I didn't know what I was doing. So, and I'm sort of like an introvert. Like I don't like, I'm not an extrovert, so I don't talk easily with on the phone. It's not something I like doing.
Yeah.
So so I started doing these cold calls. So like from 9 to 5 p.m. from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I just put my laptop and then just go on Google Maps, search law firms, call everybody. Usually, the assistant would answer me, and she'd be like, "What would you like?" I would be like, "Hey, hi, can I have a minute with like somebody who's like the manager, like a lawyer?" They'd be like, "For what reason?" I'd be like, "I have like an AI chatbot thing that would probably help with like clients and stuff like that." Most of the time, I wouldn't go even through the assistant. So I did that I was doing like 100, 150 cold calls a day.
Oh, wow.
And then I did that for like 2 to 3 months. And to be honest, I hated it. Like I hated just doing cold calls. Like I would wake up in the morning and be like, oh, again, I have to do cold calls today. And I was making content about it as well, about AI and stuff, sort of like to build a brand for myself as well. I did that for like 2 to 3 months, like until like beginning of 2024. Yeah, or like maybe until February, something like that. Actually, during that year's summer. So like, I went back to Saudi for like 2 or 3 months, and I was like, because I couldn't cold call couldn't call lawyers in the UK. I was called calling them in Saudi.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be, and this isn't usual, like, it's not, in Saudi, it's not as famous as in the UK or the US.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's sort of like nobody's, like, cold calling companies. Like, in
Yeah.
here, there's sort of, like, companies sort of, this usually happens. In Saudi, it's not like that. So we were just cold calling them, law firms. I had my brother with me. He would, like, be cold calling them, too. He's, like, 2 years younger. And we had one guy who was like, sure, you guys could come to my office. So it was like 5 minutes away by car. So we took an Uber there. We met with like, they had like a small office. They were like a 3 people team sort of thing. And we met with him, and he was just like asking us about what it is and how it could help and all these stuff. And we were like, it would help you with your clients. It would help you, because like I think law firms have these, like, they have their own data as well, that like huge like notes and stuff that they use for themselves. So this guy was like, I have my own stuff, so I needed like a server, like a private thing. And I didn't know what was that. Like, all I knew was like there was a website where I could make the chatbots and send it to them. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
So I was like, yeah, sure, we could do it. He was just like, I was trying to explain it to him. He had an assistant who was like kind of skeptical. He was like, you guys should just use ChatGPT, right? I was like, no, this is much better. This is based on your data. This is way smoother. And he would just like keep asking us questions. I would keep trying to like sort of dodge and just go to the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like sort of, they were like, sure, let's just talk about it, because they needed like their own server thing.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know what was that.
Yeah.
Like how do you even do it? So we went back home. They called us like 3 hours later. They were like, sure, we could do it. I was like, because I didn't know what a server was, so I was like 1,500 pounds, 6,000 riyals. That's like a bit too much. It was like I was short. I didn't have any clients, but like my price was like 100 pounds, 500 riyals.
Mm-hmm.
So for this guy, I went 1,500 because I didn't know. I would have to learn how to do that thing.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, oh, that's a bit too much. We can't do it. To be honest, he said no. I was sort of glad because I didn't want to get into how to make the chatbot for the server and all of these things. But we had like sort of more success in Saudi, as in like more like law firms were like accepting our calls and hopping in Zooms and stuff.
Yeah.
Rather than the UK. Like in the UK, I would just like get rejected in the first minute.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I went back to the UK. The year started, and I didn't have any success. So I sort of found this coach. I was in this community, like entrepreneurs or people want to be entrepreneurs. I was like, hey guys, anyone expert in sales? A guy connected me to sort of like a mentor. And we hopped in a call for like 20 minutes, and he blew my mind. He was like he was like really good at sales.
Mm-hmm.
And he just blew my mind for 20 minutes. I was like, I need this guy, yeah. So he was like, sure, we could hop on a call like maybe next week or something. And I agreed. And on the next call, he was like, you got to change your business model. You got to change everything. I was like, cool, whatever you say, I'm going to do. Like, you're the expert here. So I sort of switched from like law firms and AI to sort of like Facebook ads for like car dealerships here in the UK. And I didn't know anything about Facebook ads, or I would just like that he was gonna train me on everything. And that was like the second call. He was like said all these things. And then we hopped on other calls. Like I worked on the website, this was MATARI AI. So hopped on the website, and we created a website, created like what to say on calls, all these things. And then he was like, one day I was coming from the gym. On my way back, they called me, they were like, would you like to come to our office? It's like in the south, like by the sea. I think Bournemouth or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. I didn't expect, I thought it was free. So then they were like, oh, it's 600 pounds.
Oh.
I was like, oh shit, I don't have that. And that was like my rent money. Cool. So I was like, I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. And then I basically paid them, and during that, it was like at the beginning of the month, and that month I didn't eat anything. Like I was just eating like, just Coop had their donuts. It's like a 1 pound donut.
Yeah.
I would just
Yeah.
eat that once a day, and that was it for me. Like, because I spent so much on this thing, I was like, by the end of the month, I'll make it back. The business will be booming with clients and all these things. So and the meeting was like at the end of the month. It was like the 21st or something. So like I was waiting for 20 days for this thing. During that time, I was like doing cold calls with like these car dealerships and stuff.
Yeah.
And by the way, I didn't know how to do Facebook ads. I didn't even know what Facebook ads were, how to do them, how to go. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So I went there, and it was cool. To be honest, the most fun thing, the best thing that was during that day was that I had ate a meal. Like they sort of like invited me to a restaurant. But then like all of the stuff they were teaching, it was sort of like, maybe it's my problem. I didn't sort of like learn anything. So I went back, but I was sort of motivated, like, oh, I met these guys, like I'm gonna make it happen. And then they showed me how to. I started doing, it's like the business is like from 9 to 5 here. So I would call from 9 to 5. But then I found out there's a website you could use where you could call US numbers and Australian numbers. So like I was doing cold calls from like 9 to 9. So I would just finish from 5 p.m. in the UK, then I would go to the US, call like businesses all over the US, like car dealerships. And they were like mainly, so the good thing about car dealerships, the owner usually would pick up. But it's sort of like, they don't need this thing.
Yeah.
So it would just be like, and they were like more, like they were angry, they would say bad words and stuff. Like, can we say bad words here or no?
I think we are
Preferably
trying.
not.
Yeah.
Okay, so they would just turn me away.
Yeah.
Cool? But I noticed in the US they were more nicer, to be honest. Like some of them would be like, this is how we should do a cold call. Like you should be more.
Oh, okay. So they were teaching
Yeah.
you.
Interesting.
Because which was really interesting. You need to be more. Your tone needs to be more sort of like open, more inspiring, like a happy instead of just blunt and stunt.
Yeah.
And I was like sort of learning things
Yeah.
while doing the cold calls. But until one day I was like sort of April 2024. So I had the business for a couple months. 3 months with like the car dealerships, and then 3 months with AI, so like 6 months in total. I got to the point where I had sort of like a client finally in the US. He was sort of half of a client where he was like, sure, we could go through it, but he was like, you will have to work for me. Like he would white label my service. Like I would do the service, but it would be in his name, sort of thing. And I was like, yeah, sure, let's go with it. And during that time, I had to like go into his Facebook and do the Facebook ads because I'm the expert here, but I don't know what I'm doing. So during on my third call with him, he noticed that there was a verification thing that I hadn't put on yet on my account, and he was like, after he saw, he was like, he got off the call and went away. And after that, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I hate doing cold calls. Like even if this thing works, I don't want it. Like I hate it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, we have to. I don't want to do it. So I quit the business, and I had like a week of I didn't know what I was doing, because usually business is my life. So it's all I think about. It's all my time is spent, all my energy is going. So if I quit, what am I here? What am
Yeah.
I doing? So I had like sort of a week of like, what is it? I don't know. Just thinking, who am I? And then I got into sort of drop shipping.
Mhm.
So I was just selling
Yeah.
stuff, like Chinese stuff,
Mhm.
like plants, dog food, dog toys. And basically, what I would do is that in the span of like 72 hours, I would find a product, build a website, and make an ad. Like in 48 hours, I would make the ad and let it run for 24 hours. And by the end of the third day, I would be like, end it. Or like, if I don't get a sale, I will end it. And then move into the next thing, like
Yeah.
the next product.
Mhm.
And I did that for a while until I got, like one day I got a sale. I was
Yeah.
really happy. I was in the gym. I would sell for like 12 pounds. That was the first time I made money in business.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
Like after I was like, in the gym, I was really happy. But even I lost money because I was spending $25 on ads.
On the ads, yeah.
But
Okay.
I was just happy that
Yeah.
it was like, oh, finally a breakthrough. But then I went to, so because I got a sale, didn't close the website. I let it run for 2 more days and I didn't get a sale. So I lost like 50 pounds or something. But we got a sale, like, oh, this is progress. But then, so during, I was in the community I was in, where somebody referred me to the guy for the cold calls. I was like, hey guys, I'm doing this drop shipping thing and it's like every 3 days. And then one guy was like, by the way, like it should be usually like long term, like at least you gotta test it for like 90 days. And I was like, if I'm gonna test something for 90 days, it better be like something I care about, like
Yeah.
not dog food
Yeah.
or like dog toys
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like something I was interested in. So I was like, during that time where BELLUMAIRE sort of started was like, it was the end of like the 2020, end of last year in uni. Is it end of last year? I don't know. No, not really. End of 2024, like June 2024. And I was literally for like 1 month, I was just thinking, like, what should I do with I was interested in clothes and suits. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, this is where we're going. How I'm gonna make the products. I was just drop shipping them from China. But I was like, I don't mind, I don't mind this thing. Like, I'll just do it. As I said, like, if it doesn't work for 10 years, I'll be fine. Like, I don't mind getting a job and just like doing this thing for 10 years and it doesn't work. I'm all right with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it took me 1 month to build the website.
Okay, so you spent a bit more of time
Yeah.
in trying to set up the business with this one.
Yeah. So made sure it looked good, had the products in, like sort of who am I targeting, what's it for, why should you buy from me, all these things. So it was like mainly like I wanted it for like entrepreneurs, classic people. I wanted it for me, basically. I was like, there's, you could, like successful people usually where they buy from like what? Classic brands, luxury brands like Tom Ford, Saint Laurent, Loro Piana, but these are like really expensive.
Yeah.
Where like a shirt would cost you 600 to 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And then the other option is you go to Zara or H&M,
Yeah.
but the quality is not good there.
Mhm.
So it's like, what if I could, but then you have like sort of like also Ralph Lauren, which is like a really good spot. Like they offer high luxury stuff and they offer like I wouldn't say low quality, but like entry level stuff to their
Yeah.
brand.
Okay.
So you could get like a sweater for like or a polo for like 100 pounds, but they might have something for like 4,000 pounds.
Yeah.
So they're sort of serving both worlds, and I wanted to be in that space where I want the guy who's interested in business to be interested in my brand. It's like the guy who wants to be in entrepreneurship. Oh, I need to wear this, and also I wanted people like Elon Musk to wear my stuff.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm not at the point to serve Elon Musk, so let's just start with the guy I'm serving,
Yeah.
which is like sort of like me. So that was like the target audience and who I'm trying to target. And my plan was like how I'm gonna market to him, basically because when I was into football, so Nike was like, they had their shoes for football shoes. They had like attacker shoes, midfielder shoes, like defender shoes.
Yeah.
And I would wear it. They had like Neymar, he represents one shoe, and I would be like, I'll buy this shoe and I'll play like him. I'll feel like him.
Yeah.
So, you know? So I was like, what if I sort of could create the same feeling when you wear this? Like these clothes are for like these type of people. And,
That's a very interesting concept.
yeah, like I want you when you wear this shirt, it's not just any shirt, like you're inspired to go close that sale, or like maybe you have a business meeting, or maybe it's your, like you're ambitious, but like you got a job, like you're gonna go smash it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want it to be not just clothing, like way beyond that. And sort of like a community for
Yeah, so a bit more
entrepreneurs.
personalization and the experience of actually buying it and using it and feeling it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I built the website, I built the content, everything, and then for 6 months, nothing happens. Like no sales, nothing. I'm just posting content, and after 6 months, like during Black Friday last year,
Yeah.
I was running sale ads. I got my first sale. I think it was like £68.
Yeah.
I was really happy. There's a video of it on YouTube.
Okay,
Also-
we'll have a look.
I was really happy. Like I was like, oh, okay, finally we broke in. Like we made it. So, and then, and during that time it was just drop shipping. So I didn't even know with the. And I got a sale I think 5 days after, but then it kind of stopped. And I was getting maybe like a sale in a month. Each month I'll get 1 sale, 2 sales. And that kept going for like, I don't know, probably until mid last year. So, like end of 2020, like at the beginning of 2025, like April, May 2025, like this
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
5 months ago. People don't like the product. They were like, they hated it. Also, like somebody would buy and I didn't know this, but they would, 10 days in, they would get a message from AliExpress, your order is coming. And I was like, this is not good. Like, I can't build a business doing this.
So your suppliers were suppose in China, and you were not investing money in the actual product, but you were just, once you get the order, you just drop ship it basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
It's
don't.
not even the supplier, it's just like the store. It's just like,
Yeah.
so, and the quality nothing was good. I was just focused on marketing.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know marketing is what makes the difference. Especially with what I'm selling. Like, you could, it's not based on design. So, like, you could get the same white shirt from anywhere. Like, from Primark to Ralph Lauren, H&M, and Next.
Yeah.
Yes, the quality might differ a little bit. But, like, why should I go there or here? So, it all depends on marketing. So, I was like, this is where I should spend all my time. So, until, like, one time, I had a customer order from Saudi. So, I was like, for some reason, I was like, I started ordering the products to me. So, I would go to AliExpress, order them to me, and then I would repackage them, send them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the packaging wasn't like good. It was just a poly. I would wrap it up in some tissue, put like a sticker on it of the brand, put it in a poly mailer,
Yeah.
and send it. That was the reason with this order I had to do this because I think there was something that was missing, and I was like I had to order it to myself to repackage it and then send it back. But it would take like 14 days to get to the customer. It's not good.
Yeah.
Whatever. So that was like a sort of a turning point. So okay, now we're doing custom packaging. Like okay, this is a step up, but they're still Chinese products. They're not good.
Yeah.
So I had a couple of customers. Actually, it was just this guy. That was like maybe 5 months ago. And then I was okay. Let's just focus on the UK now, because noticed shipping to Saudi is expensive, and also to the US it's expensive. But also, like to the U.S. right now, they do their tariffs.
Yeah.
So like, the customer has to pay like 10 to 20% of the order
Yeah.
once it gets to them. And in Saudi, and the shipping takes more time. And also in Saudi, I have to take before I ship it from here, I need the customer's ID, which adds a little bit of friction. Like, why would they need my ID for that?
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know because
Yeah.
I thought that when you send products from UK onto like international postage, kind of, you basically need to fill in a customs form, and all you need is basically the name of the customer, their email address, and their address, the shipping details. So I wasn't aware about that, like having the ID from the customer, which is obviously you wouldn't want that from
No.
to have with
No.
you. So yeah.
Yeah, so the US is like that. So they just ask for the email address and name, but Saudi adds the ID.
Oh wow.
So I was like, let's just focus on the UK. Because in the UK, it's like shipping is like 10th of the price. Like shipping to the US is like, it depends on the packaging, but like packaging size. But it could from 60 pounds to 140 pounds.
Yeah.
And it take 5 days. And the UK is like 5 pounds and it get there 12 hours later.
Yeah.
So I was like, the UK is much smoother. And I found like a supplier here in the UK. So the quality is suddenly much more up.
Yeah.
Like, they're to be honest better than even than Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
Like better than Polo.
Before we dive in more into the BELLUMAIRE concept and like going more deep into the business, I just wanted to touch on a few things that you mentioned about your journey, which is very interesting because you basically started without having any experience. And you mentioned that you are an introvert, which I think a lot of our viewers and also myself, I am an introvert. You mentioned that you didn't feel comfortable, yet you did try to go into it. What made you like have this like drive of trying different things even though you don't have the experience? What gave you the confidence and the kick to go and actually start calling people? Because many people they have ideas but they don't have the courage to start a business.
Yeah.
So like what advice would you give to our listeners on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't have advice, but I'm gonna tell you what made me do it.
Okay. Yeah.
So with for example, the cold calling, it was like you have a certain goal, and it's like if you don't, like, this is the bridge for you to get there. Like if you don't do, for example, with the agency, if you don't do cold calls, you're not gonna get clients, and the business is not gonna work.
Yeah.
It's like plain and simple. So it's like same thing if you want to lose weight. Like you might have the goal, but like if you can't stop eating more than your need, you're never gonna lose weight.
Yeah.
So it's not about if you like it or not. Like I hated it, especially like cold calling. I hated doing it, but I had to do it because I wanted to get to the other side.
Yeah. Okay.
But to be honest, when I got to the like more with BELLUMAIRE, it was much easier. Even though I make content, with content is much. Even though as an introvert, it feels like I'm just talking to myself and I just share the stuff.
Yeah.
Rather than just one to one. But I feel like, to be honest, the main reason I was afraid of doing cold calls back then, because right now, to be honest, I don't really mind them, was because of the what I was selling. I wasn't sort of like proud of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't something I was good at. But even like when I started BELLUMAIRE, at the beginning, if I get when I got an order, I was like sort of, oh, now they're gonna get a shitty product from me. Like I wouldn't even ship it to them. I would feel bad.
Yeah.
But right now, to be honest, I feel really good about it. Like I don't mind even calling the customer and, hey, how was it? Because I put everything
into it.
Like I try to make it as much good as it can be.
Yeah.
Like even like with the packaging, like I could like right now we have like sort of like a magnetic box, and it's like really looks luxurious. Like you would have usually pay like $400 for a T-shirt to get that sort of experience, and with us you get it for much cheaper. But so now I'm like, I don't mind calling the customer after. It's like, hey, how was it? And I know I did my best, even if they don't like it. I'm like, oh, it's not sort of like my bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think being proud of the product, even though I'm not sort of satisfied easily, like I try to look for the problems. It's like I'm like, oh, how can I improve this? So I'm never satisfied with it. But externally, people will be like, oh, this is really good.
Yeah.
So being proud of the product is one thing. The other thing is like, it's the cost of like what you want. Like if you want to be successful, you have to do these things, and like their work doesn't care about you. So like, it's them. Like for example, if you have to make content for your business to grow, like if you're like some people are shy, like they don't like making content, they don't like being in front of the camera. But like your business is not gonna grow if you don't do this. So
Yeah.
you have to step up.
Yeah.
So I see you have the perseverance and the discipline, because you say you hated it, but you still did it because you wanted to get to the other side, which is quite impressive, to be fair.
I think there are a few kind of key points takeaway. Is basically have the confidence, have the drive to go and start something, even though that you are not 100% passionate about that specific field, and try different types of ideas before you actually find your passion and your business that you want to go with. So this is kind of the message that you are giving us, I think.
Sort of with the confidence, like I wasn't, like 10 years ago I was really insecure. Like I really cared about what people, like I was care what people think about me. I can't post this, whatever. But to be honest, I used to watch, I still watch Gary Vee. I don't know if you guys know him. He's like a businessman. But I used to watch him 10 years ago when I was in school, and he would talk about like insecurity and like motivation. And I still watch him right now, more of like the business side, because he's into he has like one of the biggest agencies in the world. They work with like top 500 businesses. They make their ads and stuff.
Yeah.
So I used to watch him, and like he was like, you're like, you're gonna die. We're only like here for like 100 years or less. Like another guy's opinion or girl opinion is like,
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like you're wasting time.
Yeah,
just go. So like, and I still read a lot. It's like sort of like, I've been into this. So mentally, I was less than normal, with like I had some weird stuff growing up. It's like it took me so much time just to be like okay, and then to build the confidence, and also took me so much time to go like further ahead than usual, like normal. It's sort of like more just reading and consuming good content.
But there is like, I think you can consume so much of books or watch videos or anything like that. If you don't start with applying what you've learned, then I don't think you would be able to get there. And what you did, I think, compared to some other people, is that you went ahead. And even though you didn't like the cold calls, you were still doing it. And do you think this gave you a bit more confidence that, you don't need to actually care of what other people are thinking about you, or give you the confidence to actually do more type of like calls or start the business? Because I think if you don't apply, if you don't try to go through what you are afraid of, you won't be able to overcome that thing.
No, there was a time like during the cold call year, there was a time where I was just consuming a lot.
Yeah.
Like I would spend the first 4 hours just watching YouTube videos, and that's it's not, you have to do the work.
Yeah.
Like, and what you notice, like with time, you could get out far in business even
Mm-hmm.
if you're like insecure, like not confident, just by doing the work.
Yeah.
And you will get confident in just like that field you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see a lot of people who are like they have no experience in anything, but like all they do is just like that one thing, like that business does, and they're really good at it, and their business grew because they just focus on doing that one thing.
Yeah.
So if you just put the time into doing the work, you'll get far ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But if you also apply, like you would learn as well, read, you'll go much further.
Yeah.
But you can't not do the work. Like the work is what gives you the result.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So without it, you can't go anywhere.
The thing is, most people struggle with that. But me personally, I consume a lot of content regarding either creating something or starting a business, and I spend a lot of time, like same as you, watching hours of YouTube videos, reading books. But then I have this certain trait in the personality where I like perfectionism, and like I need to perfect what I'm producing. And if I don't do that, I don't like to go ahead with even selling it or even talking about it. And this is what has stopped me even until today, where I don't have the confidence to make something and sell it because I'm not happy with it, and my standards are way too high. That's how I think of it. But then at the other side of the things, if I don't sell it and if I don't start it, I would never actually make progress anywhere. It's just within me and with me. So it's a pretty big barrier to just start.
So you would start, but like not finish because.
No, like I wouldn't even start. Like I know what to do. I know what I'm making, and I'm quite confident about it. But I'm not happy with it. That's why I wouldn't go ahead with it. Like if
You're
I'm
not happy with the end of the idea.
Yeah, I'm not happy with the idea, or I'm not happy with the product, or I'm like, this should be perfect. Like from all the way to person receiving the product to them using it. Like I have way too many, because I have too much content in my head, and I know the entire process. Like it should be perfect throughout the process. I just don't have the confidence until I achieve that.
It's never perfect.
It's never perfect, exactly.
And yeah, I think like how you shared your journey from the beginning all the way up to BELLUMAIRE, which we will be diving a bit deeper soon. It kind of shows that you don't have to be perfect when you start something, and you don't have to come with this brilliant idea that no one has thought about to be successful as well. And I think you going through like different types of idea, different business ideas, it kind of brought you to BELLUMAIRE's foundation. And I assume, did you use any of the skills that you've learned from all the other businesses into what you are doing now with BELLUMAIRE, for example?
Yeah, it helps a lot. Like for example, the cold calls. I saw like right now, I don't mind talking with anyone. Like it's just. It's sort of like sometimes there's a barrier, but like I don't mind. It's much easier to step on, like go over it.
Yeah.
Right now, it's also like making content. Sometimes I feel like, oh, should I post this or what are people gonna think? But it's just like a small, like a 2-3 second thing.
Yeah.
But then you just go over it.
Yeah. So when you started your business, BELLUMAIRE's, I know that you mentioned you had invested a lot in your other ideas, like you paid £600 to just have a meeting with the marketing team, and then you also try to go to like other businesses to make a marketing advertising for them. For BELLUMAIRE, how much did you invest to actually bring it up to this level that you have it now?
Like money?
Money, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, 5,000 maybe.
5,000. Okay.
I have no clue.
Yeah. And did you raise this money to actually help with the business?
No, it wasn't like a one-time payment. It was
okay,
like,
yeah.
You don't need money to start. Like you start with like £100. You know, I just pay, what is it? Shopify £25 a month. That's it. If you want to run ads, they cost what? £25 a day, £20 a day. Like you could go make content for free.
Yeah.
The business would cost you like £50 a month. That's it. It's like
Yeah.
really cheap. When I say 5,000 is like, for example, a customer might order something, I have to pay for it. I included all the costs I've paid, probably 5,000.
Okay.
I don't know, but it's so cheap to start a business, and unless you're going to something, I don't know, an oil or real estate,
Yeah.
and like you don't need a huge idea. Like the thing is, people are getting sort of like there's market leaders, you
Yeah.
know, like the brands everybody knows,
Mm-hmm.
whether it comes to clothing or like candles or like furniture, and there's a market, there's an industry, companies there, and a lot of money is being spent there, a lot of attention, but they're sort of really slow, like because they've been around for hundreds of years or multiple decades. So it's sort of like they're sort of really slow to apply to changes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have an idea in like, I don't know, furniture, you could just, if you could, for example, take 1% of like IKEA of the revenue, you have like a really good business that probably makes more than £1 million a year.
Yeah.
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 So, but how do you do that? You probably need to focus on a really niche thing, like a really focused thing, like maybe make shares, and maybe like market it in a certain way, or maybe just show that where they're made and how they're made, or share the story. Like there's so much opportunity more than ever, because everybody could start a business, and you don't need to invent something new.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you currently don't maintain any sort of inventory. You just get an order and you just place an order, and then you just
So there's a factory here in the UK, in Sheffield.
yeah.
They sort of get the products from other factories,
Uh-huh.
because I can't afford to buy bulk.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I just get, if a customer orders a T-shirt, I go get the T-shirt, and then I do I add the tags and stuff,
Yeah.
and I package it, and I ship it. Yeah.
Oh, so with the drop shipping, you usually order from China through AliExpress, and then that's shipped directly to the customer. And now you started focusing more on the quality and customer-driven quality idea. You found your own supplier. How did you look for the supplier? Like, what steps did you take, and what our listeners could take from this conversation that would give them the courage to follow on your path, for example?
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know. I forgot how I found them. But I think I was Googling like clothing suppliers or something. And I found this one in Sheffield. I went to them. I met the owner. I even did an interview with them. He's a really nice guy. The company's name is We Do Workwear.
Okay.
Guy's name is Alex Smith. And basically, he was like, sure, you could get. Basically, they supply like schools, like in bulk. Usually, schools order, like companies order, and they order in bulk. But he was like, you could just order one piece. It's fine. So I was like, okay, we're gonna ignore China. This is much higher quality, like 100% cotton products, or like most of the products are really good quality. Like
Yeah.
I had one time period where I was checking other stores. I would go there, touch the products and stuff, and this is like way beyond. This is like, it's like something I'm proud of. I'm even like wearing right now. It's a shirt and the quarter zip. We don't make suits yet because it's probably like it's a longer process.
Yeah.
Probably need to go to Italy or maybe in here and buy them in bulk. But right now we just do like shirts, quarter zips, sweaters, t-shirts, polos, chinos. But they're really good quality.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in fact, especially like here in the UK, there's a lot of companies, manufacturers, so you could find a supplier easily. It's not a big deal. And even from China right now, they make really good quality stuff, so you could just order it from there, like find a supplier or something, call them.
Yeah, but I think you would want to probably go and meet with the supplier and actually check their process and the quality of your material. If you have money to go to China, why not?
Yeah,
It's a free trip.
100%.
But
Or even like Portugal's like clothes from here. There's like
Yeah.
a lot of brands make their clothes in Portugal.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean some in Bangladesh as well. I mean it's cheaper to manufacture. But like, is there anything else you're looking forward to, like as a company, as a brand? Are you trying to achieve something?
I want to take over the world. I want to have like branches everywhere in the world. It's sort of like a long-term game,
Yeah.
like in a couple of decades, not now. But I want to have like a store in London in the next 5 years.
Okay.
I want to make it that sort of like when a man thinks of like a suit or like I want to buy a shirt, they think of the brand.
Yeah.
And it will take a long time, but I think it's like it's not like sort of inventing something or going to
Yeah.
Mars. Like
Yeah.
it's been done before. It's just like I have to redo it.
Yeah.
And what does the name mean? Like, it says something.
It was like billionaire. Like
Yeah.
Billion. I was like, let's go BELLUMAIRE. So it's like for billionaires.
Ooh, that's an interesting
Billionaires were
concept.
BELLUMAIRE.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wanted to ask, you mentioned several times you've built websites and stuff. Do you use like, I don't know, Shopify accounts, and are you making it from scratch?
No, I used to code before, but I'm
Yeah.
not really good at it. But
Mhm.
it's mainly just Shopify templates.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
They're easy to make. They're like PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could get a hang of it in like 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much did you make the most from sales with BELLUMAIRE
When one day or what?
overall, in a month, or for example?
So I think this month probably because it's Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So August,
Mm-hmm.
I was getting beginning of August
Yeah.
this year. I just started getting like sales consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was getting like 75 pound on the Polo. Like the Polo was popular.
Yeah.
And then I went back to Saudi. I went to Turkey, then Saudi to visit my family.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to stop the business because I can't ship products.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm not gonna go drop shipping it again.
Yeah.
I don't want to lower the quality. So I was
Mhm.
like, we have to stop. So for like 2 months, no orders, and because I wasn't there, and then when I came back here, like end of September,
Yeah.
it took me probably like a month or like a month and a half just to get back into like
Mm-hmm.
on track.
Yeah.
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 Also, I was like sort of going a little crazy, like, what's going on? Why no? Like, but I got my first sale back on, I think 11th of November.
Okay.
It was like a guy from the U.S. There's a lot of I noticed this thing. Usually orders in the U.S. and Saudi, because I have an Arabic account as well, because I'm from Saudi.
Mhm.
It's like the Arabic account blew up first, which is interesting. But so usually Saudi and the U.S. they would buy a lot of pieces,
Mm-hmm.
sort of like maybe they're rebuilding the wardrobe or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. But in the UK they would just buy one piece.
Mm.
I
That
don't know
makes
why
sense.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But the order I got 11th of November was I think 500 pounds,
Okay.
but I didn't make money of it.
Oh.
'Cause-
Was it because you had to obviously pay the supplier and?
So because the margins were low,
Mm-hmm.
so I had to the products cost me 250.
Yeah.
So I got 500, 250 for the products. So I'm left with 250. Then the shipping cost 150
Yeah.
to the US because it was because I do boxes, and he ordered like a bunch of pieces.
Mhm.
It was like 150 pounds for shipping. So that's what 400 pounds, and then there was the packaging cost, and then there's a Shopify takes a percentage off.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I was left with like 20 pounds or something.
Yeah.
So then I was like, well, this is a problem. We need to fix this.
Yeah.
Also because I had to text the guy, by the way, you're going to have to pay the customs cost. He was pissed. He was like, well, I had sort of like a rule where you would get if you're not sure about the size, I'm going to send you one for free.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to return it. And I was like, if I do this, I'm losing money on the order. So
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we can't do this, and I had to remove this thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, we can't do it. It was sort of like I didn't know there was a customs code, and I can't pay it because the business is not registered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the customer has to pay it. But then I was like, I had to raise the prices because so I could make money. So right now it's much better. But still, like, if I'm running ads, the margins are kind of thin, especially if like outside the UK.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
But
that's very
I
interesting.
think during this month I made 1,000. 1,300 maybe.
So what do you think is there something that you have realized is stopping you from increasing the sales, or you're just waiting to like register the business anytime soon in the future? And
I guess
so-
to be honest, I know why I'm not getting sales, because I'm not showing the product.
not showing like
Yeah.
stores.
No, because I was getting really pissed for a long time.
Mhm.
Like I'm like, we have so many followers. I get like 20 million impressions a month. So many views.
Yeah.
Nobody's buying. I'm
Yeah.
like, why is this happening? They're like brands with lower followers, they get more sales, much bigger than us. I'm like, why is this happening? And because I found out, it took me a long time, that I was sort of like building the world. Like I got people, entrepreneurs following me.
Mhm.
They like the content, they like the reels. And they're like, oh, you're really inspiring. So sort of, it became sort of like a community page rather than a clothing brand. Some people don't even know you sell clothes. And I found out recently that it's because I'm not showing the clothes. I sort of built an idea. Okay, BELLUMAIRE is like entrepreneurship, success. This is what BELLUMAIRE is when somebody sees it, but they don't know it's clothes as well. So it's
Yeah.
not connected to a product.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I'm starting to post more content of like the clothes
Okay.
and just like post the clothes sort of like it connects together all. But because I wasn't showing the product, that's the reason we're not growing as fast. But to be honest, this is like one of the things that you notice when you start a business by yourself, because you don't know anything. Usually
Yeah. Yeah.
you discover things by trying.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
true. So now that we kind of touched a little bit on the fact that obviously when you leave to go home and visit your parents, you don't have anyone. Was that the reason why you posted on the co-founder spreadsheet that you need someone to join your team? And I want to actually lead into the thing where we would like to discuss a little bit about what you are looking for in the person that you want to work with. So then we can obviously spread a little bit the word to our viewers that you are actually looking for a partner in the business or for someone to join your team in a way.
Yeah, no, it's not because when I went to Saudi. It's mainly because it's sort of from the sale. I think my expertise is in like building a world for the brand. Like that's where. Like if I don't have that, then BELLUMAIRE is nothing.
Yeah.
But all BELLUMAIRE is an idea.
Yeah.
Like the clothes are not much. They're really good quality.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to be much better in the future, but you could get the shirt from anywhere else. Like if you could, it's like why all I'm answering is like why buy from me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I need to build a world, build a story. That's all my focus is. So sometimes I'm like not focused on sales or like how to grow, how to get sales, how to like the business side.
Yeah.
I'm more of like the creative side to it.
Yeah. So you like to work on the creative side of things, but you want someone to work on the actual product and the admin side of things, if you say it like that.
Yeah, but the thing is, right now it's not. Yeah. Mainly admin side, but it's not like a big thing. It's not like you wouldn't be busy with it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like eventually, if you wanna.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, if the co-founder brings some ideas which you never thought of because they had more expertise in that, area. If someone who actually likes the business, the accounting, and the spreadsheet side of things, I guess.
But it's not. It's more of like some people like know how to sell, for example, this thing, and they know how to make like £20,000 selling this thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. There are people they sell the Chinese, the Chinese product,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they make so much money with it
Yeah.
because they know what takes the customer, how to talk to them, in a way that makes them buy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sort of good at giving you the idea, but I'm not really good at making you buy it.
Yeah.
Like buy the product,
So close the deal, basically.
sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when you have
Okay.
marketing and then you're like the sales part when you're actually closing the deal, which is what gets you the revenue. But then
Yeah.
so you like the marketing side of things, but then when you're closing the customer, that one extra, you can say the energy barrier or the barrier to cross to get the sales in
Mhm.
is quite important. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, you need someone with a bit of experience in sales.
Mainly, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah,
so
no,
I
go
had what is it? So 20% of my audience is women,
Mm-hmm.
which is interesting because all my content is of course,
Yeah.
is for men.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of comments, DMs, messages. Start a woman account, like for 6 months now. 3 months ago, I started an account for women, but I noticed it was diluting the brand idea.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like I had an idea of what the BELLUMAIRE man is. But I was like, I don't know what the BELLUMAIRE woman is. I was like, I don't know how to sell both worlds,
Yeah.
the same idea, and that was just getting. It was sort of like two businesses at the same time, so I had to close it down.
Yeah.
But there was some interest, like in the accounts. It got followers and stuff. And I also know like women drive like 70 to 80% of like consumer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there is huge potential there, but I'm sort of just focused on men right now.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking, maybe I don't know, we could start that line. soon. I don't know.
That's one of the questions that I wanted to ask you is do you plan in expanding onto women side of things for your business, because I'm pretty sure there would be a lot of interest
Yeah,
from
think so, yeah.
women as well. So yeah, I think if you do plan to do that, I would highly encourage it. But I think you will need a woman on board to help with that.
Yeah, yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
There's one thing I noticed. Do you custom brand things? Because I assume it's a lot more expensive, right? If you buy a piece of clothing and you put your brand name on it, or like either through stitching or through printing, I assume it's a lot more expensive in terms of cost. So is that something you currently doing, or like?
Yeah, all the clothes have the BELLUMAIRE brand name on it,
Okay.
sort of like in the back.
Yeah.
I used to have a logo,
Yeah.
but that would increase. Our audience don't like logos. I noticed this thing, and also it increased production time
Yeah.
by like 10 days. So it was, and it increased the cost as well. So I was like, no,
But
I
then
shouldn't do
the
it.
thing is, because from my understanding, the type of clothes you're selling, they're all focused towards simplicity, and they should be plain, should be bold, and what do you call power and quietness or something like that. It's like
It's a quiet luxury.
Yeah, it's a quiet. It's a peaceful power. It's a peaceful strength. So it makes sense to have no logos and the colors and the shades you choose. It's just something I noticed and I've seen in most luxury brands. But yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I did had a quick look at your website, and it's very impressive.
Yeah, it's impressive website.
Thank you.
Like you said, you are trying to build a world, and you can see that from the website. And I do look forward to see more products coming up as well. But going back to like finding someone to help with the business. If you can give us like a summary, mainly for the viewers, of what skills you are looking for, and also where they can contact you. And I think we will be able to also add the text with your email address as well.
Oh yeah, it was like mainly sales skills.
Yeah.
Sort of like as I said, like I was just focused on the building the world that I forgot the sales part.
Mm-hmm.
we get sales doing that, but like there's so much potential.
Yeah.
So much potential. So the sales part is underdeveloped, I would say, with the brand, but I'm working on it. But mainly somebody who's good at sales, good at, like people who are like could sell water to a well, or like could sell fire, like sell sand to a beach or something. You know?
Yeah.
You could contact me with founder at BELLUMAIRE.com.
Okay.
It's BELLUMAIRE.com, or like at my Instagram or MATARI 7 official.
So thank you very much for joining us today, Matari. It's
You're
been
welcome.
a pleasure listening to your journey. I think I've learned quite a lot from listening to your story. It kind of shows that if you have passion and you also have dedication, you can achieve, well, almost anything through failures, because you learn from failures as well, and you can arrive to a business idea that defines you as an individual as well. So thank you very much for sharing the story with us. It's been a pleasure listening to you.
Thank you. Thank you for asking me.
Thank you for all this information, all this I would say inspiration for me, and I assume a lot of other viewers as well. Because one thing which I would take away from this personally, and also hopefully some others, is about trying. It's just taking that first step, even if you don't know anything about it, if you know something about it, or whether you like your idea or not. But just taking that action is really important, and I think that's something I would personally take from this, and I'm inspired from as well.
It's all about just like you keep going and you like iterate on like what's going on, and you'll get there.
Yeah.
It's like your emotions will play with you, like they'll tell you to quit or like do stuff. You just need to ignore it and keep going.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for asking me.